The Big Yummy was an animatronic show at the Center of Science and Industry Museum in Columbus, Ohio, known as COSI for short. In 1999, COSI moved its Columbus Museum to another part of the city, causing them to develop many new attractions. And in 2001, a team of designers who were employed by COSI decided to collaborate with the Ohio Department of Agriculture to create an animatronic show for the newly opened COSI location. The exhibit was about singing foods competing to win a golden trophy of a hot dog called the Big Weenie, which would also be the show's name. But right before the soundtrack was recorded, the show was renamed to The Big Yummy due to COSI management being dissatisfied with the suggestive-sounding nature of the show's name. LifeFormations in Bowling Green, Ohio was tasked with building the animatronic figures and scenery. They had already done work with COSI previously on an exhibit called Adventure in the Valley of the Unknown.
You gotta have the whole quartet. You need all of us. It's true. You need us all to discover something new. One or two of us won't do. You need us all, just like we need you.
The characters in the Big Yummy show are as follows. The milk carton host of the show, Leche es Bueno. Ventriloquist Corncob Bob puppeteering Pato Butter. Johnny Rotten. The ill-fated Tiny Tomato, Tapping Pork Chop, and the duo of singing beans, Pinto and Soy, along with a heckling egg in the audience, the offstage announcer named Louie, and an on-screen Frank Sinatra spoof named Frankie Rumproast. In my opinion, the most impressive part of the show is that Leche es Bueno was able to walk across the entire stage utilizing the unique mechanical technique that LifeFormations designed for the show. Leche was on skateboard wheels and was pushed down a steel track using a long cylinder. Guests were also able to vote on who would win the Big Yummy at the end of the show by clapping for their favorite act. The one with the loudest applause would win the Big Yummy trophy. The show opened in late summer of 2001 and closed sometime in 2004. After the show shut down, LifeFormations bought back Corncob Bob along with his ventriloquist dummy Pato Butter and used them at the IAPA trade show. They later sold them to Jungle Jim's International Market in Fairfield, Ohio, where they are currently being used. There's a lot that could be said about this show, but I think I've said enough, and I will now let it speak for itself. I'd like to give a special thanks to Kevin Cedar, Gene Port, John Kaplan, and Travis Gillum.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, where was the Big Yummy go? Ever see a milkshake like that? Folks, we've got a great show. Of course, while many will try, there can only be one winner. Now, let's see who's got the mustard.
Well, Lecho, our first act is here to tell us what...
Stop it! Don't refuse! Get me out of here!
Looks like you're gonna catch up with the truck after all. Catch up! Now that's what I call a go. Sweet scrambled.
Ooh la la, what next? A heartbeat away. Of course, we couldn't have done it without.
Someone can.
Sirloin chops will put me on top.
Who needs fight when you're home on the farm?
I'll be your star if I weren't stuck in your arms.
But someday maybe I could be a big star too.
Fortune and fame, a heartbeat away, like slashing your name. This is your day, it's the Yummy.
Thank you very much, folks.
The Big Yummy.
See you next time.
Once again, I'd like to thank everyone involved that helped me get the content and information to get this video out there, and if anyone has suggestions for future videos like this, feel free to leave a comment.